Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Paying homage to the Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha, and I pay respects at the holy feet of our teacher, Bhadavanteji, and then our abbot, Kasaba Banteji, and here Buddha Bante and Anand Bante and all other dear Bhikkhu Sangha, dear Samanera and Anagarika, and also dear faithful devotees, Upasaka and Upasika, as well as the Upasaka and Upasika who join online. Today, I was thinking to keep the Dhamma talk on how the people get downfalls and goes down. I mean, how they become bad and do lots of unwholesome act like that. Because normally we hear about the blessing all the time. Because whatever you do here, doing puja, meditations, visits to the vihara, these all are actually mangala, blessing. Why this is blessing? Because it gives you mental peace, happiness, and you get some kind of mental relief. That's why it is called blessing. So Buddha also have spoken about the blessing many, many times. Blessing, mangala. So, but we rarely hear about the bad omens, which are not, which are blessing and which are not blessing. How the people goes up, how the people goes down. We always hear about the goes up, but we don't hear about the goes down. What are the ways and how? So our Bhadavantaji also always used to say to be practical, not too much intellectual or theoretical, not to goes there, not to follow such way. So sometimes he used to be very practical and very hardly teaching, shouting, and sometimes very calmly. So these are the way the Bhadavanta used to teach us in a practical way. So that's why there is a saying that there are so many people, but intellectually everything. But when it comes to the practical, they are nothing. So many people are intellectually everything, but practically nothing. So that's why we should be very practical, because Buddha also always teach the Dhamma to be practical, to follow it. Listen, understand it, and then follow it. Just listening and understanding is not enough. Of course, we need panya to understand all these things, all the Dhamma talk given by the Buddha and all the great senior monks. But after understanding those teachings, we have to practice it. We have to put in our life. So this is the way the Buddha's teaching is. Unless you don't practice, you will not get any result. So there are 38 blessings which really the Buddha have taught us, right from Asevana Chabalanam, Asokam Virajam Khemam in the end. These all are the blessing. You don't go with the company of the bad people is blessing. You have a wise people is blessing. You respect your mom and dad is blessing. And you respect the monks is blessing. You comes to the vihara is all the blessing, and you do meditation is blessing. All these are blessing. So this Dhamma talk was given when the Buddha was living in the Savatthi to the Deva, deities. There is a special time for the Buddha to give the Dhamma talk to the Devas, especially in the midnight from 12 to 2 o'clock. Devas, Brahmas, Sakkadeva, Indradeva, they also used to visit the Buddha. They also have a doubt regarding the Dhamma. So for them, the Buddha have kept the special time, which is midnight from 12 to 2 o'clock. They also come and listen. So some deities, they came and asked about blessing. So the Buddha gave the Dhamma Mangala Sutta, 38 kinds of blessing, which by following how the beings goes up, how the beings develop, and morally and spiritually. This is the first. And the next day also, the Buddha gave the opposite sutta. That is Parabhava Sutta, how the beings goes downfall. Because whenever the Buddha teaches the Dhamma, there are so many teaching, negative and positive. When the Buddha teach the positive way, like Mangala Sutta is, let us take the positive, how the being should. Then the Buddha shows the negative ways also. This should be not practiced, this should practice like this. Both positive and negative. In the Dhammapada also, there are so many gathas like pair, some Manu, Pubangama, Dhamma, and there are two gatha, like that, positive and negative. Both to be practiced, not to be practiced. So in the Parabhava Sutta also, there are 12 gatha the Buddha had mentioned that the people should not practice. If they practice it, they're surely going down. They are surely go downfall. That is a downfall way for the people or any beings, whether monks or lay people or upasaka and upasaka, anyone, which should not be practiced. So there are 12 gatha the Buddha had mentioned. The first gatha is about what is the number one? Suvijano bhavang hoti, suvijano parabhavo. Dhamma kamo bhavang hoti, dhamma desi parabhavo. And it is very easy and clear that who is developing and who is going down, who is facing the downfall. Suvijano bhavang hoti, suvijano parabhavo. Means it is easy to know. And what are the easy and who are the easy? Dhamma kamo bhavang hoti, dhamma desi parabhavo. Means one who loves Dhamma, surely he will develop himself morally and spiritually. Dhamma desi parabhavo means one who does not like the Dhamma, one who likes the adharma. There is a reason for them to do downfall. Here, dharma means not about the Buddha's teaching. Here, dharma means good and bad. There are 10 akushala karma, which we should not follow, like killing, stealing, sexual misconduct, telling lies, taking the tobacco or alcohol, and then gossiping, slandering, harsh words. These all are the bad we should not follow. This is bad dharma. And good dharma also there. Dhamma kamo bhavang hoti, dhamma desi parabhavo. There are dharma we should avoid: killing living beings, stealing. These are the good dharma. And one who likes it, they are surely going to develop. And one who does not like it, surely they are going to get downwards in their life. So this is the first Gatha the Buddha have taught to the Deva, to the beings. So many beings are there present, listening about this downfall of all living beings, how the people goes down. So this is the first Gatha. And next Gatha come, Asantasya piya honti santena kurute piyang. Asatang dhammang rocheti tang parabhavatu mukham. What is this? For the bad people, they don't like the virtuous one, generous one, good people one. For the bad people, I mean, for the wicked people, they don't like the virtuous people. They hate them. When they come, they hate them. They don't want to accompany them. So that's why asantasya piya honti sante na kurute piyang asatang dhammang rocheti tang parabhavatu mukham. And one who does not like them and the one who does not follow the Dhamma, this is also the downfall of a beings, of a people, of a person. They should like the virtuous one here to mean how I mean to say. So this is the second reason of the downfall of a living beings person. And then number 3, it is very important in our daily life. It plays a very great role in our life, spiritual life also, and outer life also, material life also. It plays a very great role. So what is that? Nidhasile sabhasile anuthata chayo naro alaso kodapanyano tang parabhavatu mukham. Nidhasile means fond of sleeping. He sleep too much. Nidhasile means. Sabhasile means gossiping. He likes to talk too much. He cannot stay alone. Gossiping is of two kinds. Discussing about the Dhamma is not a gossiping actually. Discussing about all, harsh words, slandering, these all comes under the gossiping line. Talking about the others, backbiting. Gossiping means which does not have any meaning. This is called gossiping. So nidhasile sabhasile, fond of gossiping. Anuthata chayonaro, alaso kodapanyan. Anuthata means indolent, one who loves to eat free, does not take any effort to earn, any effort to do good. He does not put effort to do meditations, does not effort to do good. This is called anuthata. Ana-uthata. Uthata means you have to be very effortful person, very, you should not be lazy. Ana-uthata. So indolent person. Chayonaro. Alaso kodapanyano. Alaso means lazy. This is also alaso. And anuthata means who loves to eat free. Alaso kodapanyano means he is very, aggressive. Kodapanyano does not listen to anyone, anybody, all the time aggressive to all, very anger. So this person, such kinds of person also, the reason to downfall. So nidhasili, sabhasili, anuthata chayonaro, alaso kodapanyano, tang parabhavatu mukham. These gatha play a very great role in our life. So that's why the Buddha also always used to say, you should not spend too much time in speaking, gossiping. And you should not sleep too much also. Because when you sleep too much, you become dull. You are not able to understand anything. Time to time to sleep. Time to time, go to bed. Time to time, you have to eat. Time to time, you have to drink. So these are the way the Buddha have taught us. So this is the third reason of a person's the reason for downfall. So fourth one is yo matarangwa pitarangwa jinnakang gadayubbanang pahusanto na bharati tang parabhavatu mukham. You know, we are here because of our mom and dad, our parents. Our parents are everything for us. Because of them, we are born. But what happened now in the modern world? There are so many children who forget to look after their parents when they get old. Though they are rich, they have money, they have property, house, everything, but they don't have time to look after their parents. So some of them, nowadays what happened, they used to admit in the orphanage home. So this is also the one reason of a person for the downfall. He should look after his parents. Yo matarang pitarang wa jinnakang gata yobbanang. Means jinnaka, one who has passed their youth, became old. For them, it is our duty to look after. So this is the fourth reason of a person's for downfall. And the fifth one is yo brahmanang va samanang va anyang vapi vanippakang musavadena vancheti tang parabhavatu mukham. Here, we should not deceive, cheat any brahmana, any samana, any ascetic, whether monks or outside sadhus or any sadhus. Sadhu mean here one who has renounced the world, one who has gone in search of peace. To them, you should never deceive, never cheat, because this is going to bring you a lot of suffering in the future. Always listen and be careful about this. They don't have, for the sadhu, they don't have any relative, parents, because when we become monk, we become only with one intentions, only with one aim to get the nibbana. Forget about all other things. So if you think, deceive or cheat them, what will be the result? It is very great result. I'm going to get a very great suffering in the future. So that's why whether we or whether any other sadhu, you should never ever deceive them. So this is the fifth. And the sixth one is Pahutavittu puriso sahiranyo sabhojano eko bunjati sadhuni tang parabhavatu mukham. Pahutavittu puriso means a person has a wealth, sahiranyo sabhojano, and he has the gold, property, everything he has. And what he does, eko bunjati sadhuni. That person eats alone. He don't share with others. I'm telling here, though he have a property, wealth, everything he have, but loves to enjoy only alone. So such person also the reason for downfall. So this is the sixth. And then seventh, jati thaddo, dhana thaddo, gota thaddo, chayonaro. Sanyating atimanyeti tang parabhavatu mukham. Jati thaddo means proud of his caste. Gota thaddo means proud of his gotra, clan. Dhana thaddo means proud of his wealth, property. So with this proud, what he does, he despises his poor relatives. He don't let them to come to them. Sanyati ngati manyeti means he despises the poor people. So such person also the reason for downfall. Jati thaddo, dhana thaddo, gota thaddo, chayonaro. Sanyati ngati manyeti tang parabhavatu mukham. So this is the 7. And the 8 also. Next come to the 8. Itti duttu sura duttu akkha duttu chayonaro. Laddhang vinaseti tang parabhavatu mukham means Itti duttu means womanizer. A person loves to visit here and there searching for the woman. So this is also one reason for the person for downfall. Sura duttu means he loves to drink, drunkard, all the time. Doesn't care family, friends, relatives. He just loves to drink. Itti duttu sura duttu. Akkha duttu means gambler. Loves to go to casino or playing all kinds of dice, lottery. This all comes under the akkha duttu. And what he does, laddang vinaseti tang para. Whatever he gets, whatever he has, he destroy, he squander all the wealth he has, all the wealth he has. So this is the reason for a person for downfall. And the next come 9 number. Sehi darehi asantuttu vesiyasu padussati. Tussati paradharesu tang parabhavatu mukham. A person is not happy with his wife. Sehi dare asantuttu. And what he does? Vesiyasu padussati. He visits to the bad places. I don't know how to say this one. He loves to visit to the red light area. Dussati paradharesu. And he is not happy with his own wife, and he loves to see the other's woman, other's wife. So this is also a reason for a person, for a being, for downfall. And then, Atita yubbano poso aneti timbaruthani tassa issana supati tang parabhavatu mukham. Atita yubbano poso means a person has become old, aged. But what he does, he brings a very young wife. And then when he brings a young wife, a feeling arises in him that my wife is a very young, she should not go with the others, with the young man or young gentleman like that. So thinking about that, a jealous arises in him, that old man. So such a person, such a people, also the reason for downfall. This is the 10. And 11 is Itti sunding vikiraning purisang wapitadisang issariyasming tapeti tang parabhavatu mukham. Here, a man have a full authority. That means a very great officer, have a very high post, and he used to appoint a person like drunkard, one who do lots of corruption work like that. He used to appoint them, and then what happened? That person does not follow the rules and regulations and start to squander, start to destroy the wealth of public. So such kinds of person also the reason for downfall. And the 12th number is Appabogo mahatanho khatiye jayate kule. Socharajang pathayate tang parabhotamukam. Though we become, rich, born in the rich family, but what we have? Mahatanho. We have a very great craving. What is that craving? To rule the world, which is not possible actually. Impossible. If possible, it is good, because here not possible means impossible things you are thinking, impossible post you are thinking about. Mahatanho khati jayate socharajang patritang parabhavatamukha. Such a person also the reason for downfall. So these 12 are the reason for people to get downfall. So ete parabhave loke pandito samavekhiya ariyo dassana sampannang so lokang bhajate sivanti. That's why the wise people, seeing all this downfall, they practice the Dhamma. And after that, what happens? They develop. So this is the 12 reason of all of us, that how the people get involved in getting downfall to oneself. So that's why in Dhammapada also the Buddha always says, akatang tukkatang seyo pachatapati tukkatang katancha sukatang seyo yang katva nanu tappati. It says, akatang tukkatang seyo means you should not do such a work, such a deeds, which akatang tukkatang seyo pachatapati tukkatang. By doing that, you have to remorse, you get remorseful, you get regret. So such kinds of work you should not do. So these are the 12 ways the people are doing. These are the 12 reasons we should not do. Because doing this, we are going to surely get regret and dukkha, and brings a lots of suffering, lots of tension in our life only, not about others. The akatang dukkatang sayo pachatapati dukkha. Pacha means later you are going to get a regret or dukkha or suffering. Katancha sukatang seyo yang katva nanu tapati. So that's why you should do such a work, such a deeds, which bring katancha sukatang seyo, which bring happiness in your life, which brings peace in your mind, relief in your mind. Yang katva nanu tapati. By doing that, you are not going to suffer. You are not going to get regret, remorse. So if you do any kinds of bad deeds, any kinds of unwholesome, this is the reason that we get remorse. But by doing good, nobody is going to get remorse. Only happiness, only happiness. Now we are very, when we don't have any health problem, we may think that I can do this. I can do whatever I wish. But when we become old, or when we get any kind of sickness, then only the Bhagavan words come in our mind. Oh Lord, what have you done this to me? Oh God, what have you done to me? Oh Buddha, what have you done to me? Like this. These are michhaditi. You have to understand. That's why when you have full strength, when you have no sickness, when you have everything in your body and mind, you should not waste this time to practice the Dhamma. Timely visit to the Vihara, timely listening to the discourse. So these are very much important for all, whether spiritually, materially, or whether you are monk or layman or laywoman, devotees. Very important these are to follow. So you should not forget this also, and recite the Mangala Sutta also, and recite the Parabhava Sutta also. Both Sutta we need to understand, both positive and negative. To follow the positive, to forget the negative. So these two suttas are very important. The Buddha have given for us to understand, and we are very lucky also that we have everything in our eye, in front of our eyes. So with this little Dhamma talk, little Dhamma knowledge, I share merits with all of you who came here to listen, to do meditation, to do puja, as well as the people who are listening online. I share all the merits with you all. May you all be happy and well, and may you all be healthy and also progress on the path of spirituality. May you all attend to the Nibbana. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.